already done that one. I've done that one. Come on, come on. I know there's going to be another one in here. Yeah, nope, I've done that. Destroy all monsters. I think I've been through this before. Give me one moment, guys. Oh, I never want to review that again. What about later? What about later? Final Wars, Tokyo SOS. Okay. Good evening. I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and tonight we are finishing Mothra Madness with the Rebirth of Mothra 3. Rebirth of Mothra 2 can be summed up by this one moment. Despite that, Toho was desperate to have another Kaiju movie and still went ahead and produced a third Mothra movie. The first movie's director, Okihiro Yaneda, was hired on to direct this one. With that in mind, and the failure that was Rebirth 2, Toho went back to their safe zone by making Ghidorah the antagonist again. But this time they went with the more traditional looking version as opposed to Death Ghidorah. And that's about all the information there is available on the production of this movie. Our movie kicks off on Infant Island as Belvera tries to steal the Triforce.
Warner. Kamai. Mere.
Mona and Laura confront her when Belvera's dragon friend flies in.
Moru, Laura, あんたたちも聞いたことがあるだろう。エリアスのトライアングル。
Hey! Look at that! They actually got a budget this time! Okay, maybe not. Belvera gets away with the Triforce of Power, or Love as it is called here, and warns the twins that the King of Terror is about to return. Mona and Laura are now equipped with daggers because, well, just because. Which just happens to connect with the medallion pieces, sort of.
こっちはダメみたい。それはベルベラの剣に合うんだと思うわ。じゃあ、ベルベラが持っていったのがあなたの剣に合うはず。
That night, a man is taking a watermelon home. This man is actually the father of the Sonoda family, played by Atsushi Onita, and he is such an important character that he is known throughout the whole thing as Father. The same goes for their mother, while the kids are named Shota, Shuhei, and Tomako. Miyuki Masuda, Takuma Yoshizawa, Kyohei Shinozaki, and Ayano Suzuki are the ones who play these four. And they are such great parents, as Shota doesn't like going to school, so the parents let him do what he wants.
お前がさ、学校行く気になるまで
翔太が学校行かなくなったの。
関係ねえだろ。
だったらどうして？
わかんないけどさ、あいつにはあいつの考えがあるんだろ。
In fact, Shuhei even says this.
嫌いなもの食べると丈夫になるの？
嫌いなもの無理して食べたら、その子は自分に嘘をついたことになる。
So the moral of this trilogy, kids, is you will get your way no matter what. If you destroy the environment, something will be there to fix it for you. If you're depressed, a present will make you feel better. And if you don't want to go to school, you don't have to. Because no one can make you do something you don't want to do. Oh, I forgot about the important part of the movie though. The Sonoda family goes outside after their father gets home because there are shooting stars in the sky, 2 of which crash into Aoki Forest. The next morning when everyone but Shota is leaving for work or school, his mom says this. What the hell, woman? You do know that you just practically told him to go to the forest, right? Mona and Laura investigate a strange disturbance in the forest and learn that the meteorite is related to the monster that wiped out the dinosaurs.
1億3000万年前に恐竜を殺したやつが。
The movie then cuts to a classroom where all the kids disappear. Valvera investigates. The same thing occurs throughout the city as the kids are just being sucked into thin air. Mothra is summoned. Ghidorah flies over Japan, causing less destruction than Superman. In the meantime, Shota sneaks into Aoki Forest and discovers Ghidorah's hidden jello stash that is high in hormonal fiber. Wait a minute. This seems more like the plot of an episode of Jew Ranger rather than a Mothra movie. Mothra and Ghidorah clash, and I don't think I need to tell you who wins though, as we are only 26 minutes into it. Oh, and Ghidorah takes control of Laura. Shuhei and Tamako are taken by Ghidorah with the rest of their school. Valvera is as well, but instead of just being teleported, she is attacked by bad CGI worms that pull her in. And here I thought the creatures in Langoliers went bad. She is then confronted by Laura, who seems to be an entirely different person. They have a brief, poorly choreographed, swashbuckling duel. Shota and Mona join forces while Mr. and Mrs. Sonoda talk to their kid's teacher.
智子と周平がいなくなっ
まあ落ち着いてください。いなくなったのはお宅のお子さんだけじゃないんです。全校生徒がいなくなったんですよ。
As a teacher, I'm not really sure how to respond to the way this scene is done, and the way he reacts. The parents return home and only to find a startling revelation that their son has gone off to Aoki Forest.
やっぱりあの子行ったんだ。
Yeah, I don't really want to say I told you so, but I did tell you.
Shut up.
Ghidorah continues to attack Japan and, well, I'll let the scene speak for itself. Hey, yeah, what's up? I know that a monster's destroying the city and all, but hey, you want to go out for dinner tonight? Mothra informs Mona that the only way to stop Ghidorah is to travel back in time to when he was young, but they are one TARDIS short. However, that doesn't stop him though, as Mothra just happens to have the ability to travel through time as long as Mona sings to him. Thanks, Aquaform! Or I guess now it's called Lightspeed Mothra. I can't keep track of these names.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? He changes them often enough. Now get moving!
Her doing so seals her fate though, but not before asking Shota to rescue her sister.
お願いがあります。モスラがキングギドラに勝つには。
Hey, listen!
俺
Listen! 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 Hey, listen!
She lays down to get stoned. In the past, Mothra searches for Ghidorah. Oh man, there's so many things I want to do for this scene, but it'd be kind of overkill. Well, this is the final review for Mothra Madness. You know what? Screw it. Let's do this. I'm a motherfucking T-Rex!
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild.
Shota gets himself captured in order to help everyone. Ooze dispenses from tiny craters to digest the children. Back in the past, a young Ghidorah eats a T-Rex until Mothra attacks it. Part of its tail is lost in the battle. And of course, Ghidorah tears him apart. Shota confronts Laura, who threatens... That is so funny. I think he wants to duel. You want to fight? Alright, come on. E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
You're a big dork.
He talks to her, which wakes her up, and then Belvera combines the swords. Laura sings us a song for the ages, which encourages Mothra to win. Ghidorah's apparent death causes his future self to disappear before he could devour the children. Wait, hold it, wait. I'm calling shenanigans on this. Shouldn't there be some type of time paradox going on right now? Because that means Ghidorah never killed the dinosaurs?
You can't do that. The future will change. You'll create a time paradox.
変だね。キングギドラが死んだなら歴史は変わってるはずだろ。
Mothra flies out of the volcano. Wait, backwards? Fear not, though, as prehistoric larvae cocoon him, resurrecting him in the future after Ghidorah returns. But wait, there's more. Mothra is now in an armored form. The two monsters battle in the only manner 90s Toho knows, lazily until Mothra wins. Mothra's armor disappears, Laura plays Monster Reborn on Mona, and the kids are reunited with their parents. Mothra flies off and the movie ends, thus bringing an end to the trilogy. You know what? If Toho had actually tried, these movies could have been something truly unique and exciting to watch. There are so many interesting ideas thrown around in these movies that they could have made something really special here. As is, it is a mess. The movie itself is easily the best of the trilogy, but that is like saying a hit in the foot with a hammer is better than a hit in the head. The parents are so pointless they don't even have actual names. In fact, the only reason anyone can tell their last name is Sonoda is because one of the other parents calls out the mother by that name. The kids are just as bad as Shota's siblings aren't even named until the halfway point. And Shota is a boring protagonist. He is spoon-fed everything he wants in life and is still unhappy about it. Thankfully, we did get to see a good side of Belvera in this thing, which shows she is not truly evil. It might not have been much, but she received far more development in that 1 minute than any of the main characters did in each of their own movies. Mona and Laura are the same stale copies of the twins from the movies of the past, and the only excitement comes out of trying to figure out why Toho recast Laura with Masato Tate. Then again, given how bad the first two were, Sayaka Yamaguchi probably didn't want to even bother returning. The plot continues to make no sense whatsoever, as do Mothra's abilities. He just continues to gain powers that the plot requires out of convenience over anything else. Soon he will be able to turn back time by spinning the earth backwards and wiping out memories with ew. Ghidorah is the movie's saving grace, and what an awesome design he has. This is hands down the best looking Ghidorah since the Showa era, and this is the Ghidorah I wish Toho would have given us in GMK. He looks terrifying and powerful. The details in the face are nicely done as he looks reminiscent of a Chinese dragon. All I'm waiting on is to hear him offer wishes. You really get the sense that he is powerful, and given how weak he looks in the era of dinosaurs, it really does show the difference. That version of him is fine for what it is meant to be. Alternatively, I'm not sure what his motivations were for kidnapping kids to eat. Why kids? Are they a required daily supplement? Do people past a certain age taste expired? I ask because there are just as many kids spoiled rotten as adults. Mothra's armored version is downright awesome looking too. In fact, this is the only time in these movies where Toho got the monster designs perfect. I do wish we had gotten more of it. Between this upgrade and the Aquaform, we got some really neat looking Mothra ideas that haven't been seen or heard from since. The effects work is still a jumbled mess. It continues to be troublesome to determine if something is an actual miniature or just green screened in because they all look ugly. The CGI is still terrible, and some of it looks even worse than it did in the last movie. Why do they keep using such ugly looking CGI? Thankfully, there is no chase scene between Belvera and her sisters this time around, and the monster fights do look cool. Which I guess is the best way of saying the fight scenes at least look pretty this time around. Lastly, Toshiyuki Watanabe's score continues to be quite forgettable, but like the movie itself, this is probably the best score of the trilogy. Like the comment above, that doesn't make it very good. It just means it sucks the least. All in all, Rebirth of Mothra 3 may be the best of the trilogy, but that doesn't make it a good movie as it still swims in mediocrity. I just hope that Toho will someday go and take a look at these movies and look at what was good about them and bring those ideas to fruition in a new movie that they're going to put their full effort into making. Well, that brings Mothra Madness to a close. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves because I have not really done so. And as such, I do need a brain break. So until next time, bye.
レンジャー覚えてろ